now that that's out, I'm going to work on removing the headlight. As far as I know, there's 3 bolts. There's these 2 which I already took out. You don't have to take them out, but I did. You might want to just to give it a little bit more wiggle room. And then there's one more bolt right here, but you actually have to get it from this side, which seems like kind of like a pain in the ass, but we'll see. I'll update you guys once I figure it out. What I had to do so far was realize that the bolt down here has to be taken from the back, and the only way to access it is to remove like the airbox assembly. So to remove the airbox, it's just these 2 clips. You pull them back, and you pull it towards up and then away. You do have to take the engine cover off. If you watch my spark plug video, link in the description, it shows you how to take the cover off. You basically just pull up. It's easier with 2 people. There's these little standoff pegs that are held on by suction, and whenever you lift it up, you wiggle it a little bit and it pops off. You can do it one side at a time, so that corner, this corner, pull up, wiggle while you pull up, he'll pop off, and you move to this side, that side, and pull it off, and then that's it, sitting right there. So once you get that done, you loosen this bolt right here to take the intake off of the throttle body, and then once you get that done, you need to take off the PCV hose, which you just clip this together and slide it down. I'll leave that kind of on there for the moment. And then there is one 10 mil down here. You'll need an extension like this, and then you just slide that on top of that and crack it loose and loosen it all the way up. Take the bolt out, and you will be able to take this entire thing out. So once you have that done, I believe I'm going to try to look at it. You might have to take the lower air box out, so you might have to take these 2 screws out, and then this one over here, and that should take that box up. But I'll update you once I get this out about what the process is beyond this. Okay, so once you get the intake off, you just wiggle it up and down after you get the PCV off and that one bolt right there. You just take it off. I pull it off as an entire piece. That's it right there. And then I put the bolt up on the cooler right there just so I don't lose it. Now when you get to this point, you have your baffle, your filter. This also, I believe, needs to be removed. So basically, since you already took all these 4 bolts out, basically grab it and lift straight up, and then this piece will come off. That's just plumbing to go down into that. So once you have this off, it looks like I'm gonna have to take off these 2 bolts right here, and then that one up there, and then the box should be able to be removed, and we'll have a good look at not only behind the headlight, but as to that bolt right there. So I went ahead and took the filter and the baffle out. Took this 1 bolt out and these 2 bolts out. You don't necessarily, I don't think you have to take these 2 bolts out, because this like presses into like a rubber bushing. So it's possible to just pull it out separate. But because of what we're doing, trying to get to the headlight bolt right there, I think it's easier just to pull it out as one assembly. So basically grab it out the back, pull towards the cab, and then lift it away, and that takes out the entire assembly. And then just try to keep your screws organized so you know what goes where. And you can see there's a lot more room in there now. So we'll go ahead and take a look in there in a second and see what we need to do. Alright, so once you do get the airbox removed, you can see the reservoir for the power steering right there. There actually are there's 3 bolts, I believe, that hold the power steering pump on. So that's it right down there where I'm shining the light on. But we're focusing on the headlight for right now. Depending on which video you're here for, either for headlight removal or the power steering pump. This is 2 separate videos, but I'm recording it at one time. But to remove the headlight, that 1 bolt, it's kind of hard to see. Get up on it. You can kind of see right underneath, right above the shadow, is the bolt that you have to remove, and that goes into this little clip right here, where my finger's on. So again, that bolt right there, straight ahead, needs to be removed. And then these 2 need to be removed. You might want to disconnect. I might disconnect the light first. Might try to pull on it first to see, because there might be more on the other side. I'm not sure. It might just be all 1 connector. It might be 2 different connectors or 3. I'm not sure. But I'm gonna go ahead and remove it. I'm gonna try to wiggle on the headlight and see if there are multiple. I might just take that out right now and then wiggle it out after. Probably gonna do that. So I'll update you once I get the headlight out. I've got the bolt out. That's it right there. So once you get the bolt out, you can see there's already a gap right here where my finger is, and these bolts aren't lined up anymore. So you'll notice that that's a gap right there. So basically you want to pick it up a little bit and then start wiggling it back and forth, maybe up and down a little bit, and pull it towards you. get the pull up a little bit just to clear some stuff underneath there. I did disconnect this one. It had been on there for a long time, so it's kind of hard, but there's only one clip where my thumb is right here. You just press in it really hard and pull it back, and it will slide off. So that should come out nicely now. I'm just going to slide it out towards me, and then I will have access to the little tray in there to change the HID bulb. But I will also have access to the power steering pump now. I got the headlight out. When you do actually wiggle it towards you, even though you disconnect the connector right here, there are actually these two little clips right here, one right here and another one right here. You just gotta pinch them together. I use like a trim tool, so I slid them basically over like this, and you see how it gets narrower. Once it's compressed, you can just pull it out the bottom. So did those two headlights right there. To remove the bulb out of the assembly, there's two screws right there, and then there is a clip right there that plugs into it. So you need to get a Phillips and then go ahead and crack those loose. Why I recommend taking out the entire assembly? I've probably already shown this, but it's a lot easier to change the bulb this way versus changing it in the car, because if you drop one of these small screws into the housing while it's still in the car, good luck getting it out. You're pretty much SOL. So doing it this way, at least if it comes out, you can shake it and the bolt will come out. But I'm going to go ahead and grab a Phillips, crack those two bolts off, take this little bracket clip off, unplug it, and then I'll be rechanging the bulb. Alright, so if you're curious how to get the bulb out, because it does swivel, so this thing can go side to side, basically what I did is I held it with my right, or left hand, sorry, it's my right hand, but my left hand underneath there, and I used this blunt tip Phillips driver on top of this DeWalt drill / impact, and very lightly. You don't want to strip these bolts because they are going to be super tight on from factory. That's the little bracket right there with the screws. That's one of the screws out of the bracket, the other one's in the bracket. That's how it sits inside there, but you gotta get those two screws out, and they are not easy. You probably will not be able to get it by hand unless you have like the perfect screwdriver, but I have these two, and I even tried that method right there with the wrench and it didn't work. So this worked once I had it out. There is this little clip right here that you push in on, just like that, and then you can pull it off of that spot right there. And then be careful not to touch the bulbs at any point. If you get your grease on, then they can have hot spots and basically pop. So installation is reversal removal, but you just want to make sure that this point, the top part where the clip is, faces upwards. Take off your little insulation peanut thing, slide it in, put the bracket back on. Well, actually, put the wire back on, slide it in, put the bracket back on then. And then that will be that. You just gotta put the screws in, and you can reinstall it in the car.